You're watching International Pagan Radio, where it's all pagan all the time. Hello, everybody! Cloud the Pagan Rapper here from International Pagan Radio, and we are back with some more artist spotlights. I took a little break and wanted to focus on some personal projects and stuff like that, and working on my own music and such. And now we are back getting the ball rolling again for IPR. And today, everybody, I had the pleasure of performing a show with this artist that we have on today. And she is absolutely amazing. So I present to you guys, everybody, IPR artist Meren King. So hello, Meren, how are you?
Hi, hello, Claude. Hello, everybody. I'm doing all right for a Sunday afternoon. Doing great, thanks. How are you doing?
I am doing wonderful. I'm really happy to be back and talking with other artists and stuff and going about for music and all of that. It's definitely something that I've missed doing over the last couple of months.
Oh
So,
yeah.
it's really awesome to for you to come back on and speak with me here. So
Yeah, I'm so glad to be here.
let's get into it.
Okay.
So I want to say it was about a month ago that you and I performed together at the online concert thing variety show. It was me, you, and then SJ Tucker
Hey,
closed
Tucker,
it out
wasn't that
with us.
awesome?
It was an amazing show. And I got to really give your music a solid listen at that show. And I have to say it's wonderful. And
Oh, thank
your
you.
guitar style, how you play, is actually very similar to how I play.
I've
And
watched your guitar videos, yeah.
and I have to say, it's something that I was like, wow, she kind of sounds like me playing guitar. Like we have similar fingerprints.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so let's break it down. Let's give a little bit of history. When did you really start playing and writing and say, I'm gonna write this music and we're gonna put it out there?
Well, the playing part came way before the I'm going to write music and put it out there part. I've been musical my whole life, although I've never stepped up and done performance and stuff until starting, in the last 20 years. Um, I have always played the piano, the guitar, the flute, drums. When I was a kid, I could pick up any instrument and I could always get something out of it. And if I truly tried, I could make it sound decent. But I never pursued anything until um, probably about 2005. I just was like, why? I love music. Why am I not playing my guitar? And I mean, I had a piano for a long time in college, and I had a piano for a lot of my life, and then I didn't. So I picked up a guitar and just started doing covers and of songs that I loved by people that I loved, and but it was hit and miss here and there. And finally, about 2006, another musician that I know said, why don't you take this and come on out to where a bunch of musicians play and let's all play together and come on out. So I did that and I got encouraged and I started drumming accompaniment for everybody, kind of, off stage. And slowly but surely over the years, I started getting more and more on the stage, always doing people's covers. Until 2009. And in 2009, I got very, very ill emotionally and mentally. And the way that I got out of it was writing poetry and playing my guitar.
I can
And there's
relate
a
to
lot
that.
of really bad, horrible stuff I'll probably never share with anybody. But the one song that I do share, I think I played, was the real song. And it was about missing all of my friends and missing all of my family, and but knowing that we're all going to be seeing each other down the pathway, and that I'm always grateful for that time. So that was the first song that I would say that I deliberately wrote. But wait, no, I got to back up because I wrote one in college, but that was just because I was in love with the person I wrote it for.
Aww.
And I never expected to ever have it see the light of day, but then I changed it, and now it's a part of my repertoire too. That's Arizona Memories. Yeah, so about 2009, I started puttering, but I didn't get serious about it, really serious about it, till 2016. And at the time, I had Sweet Marie's Emporium, which was a general store that I traveled with from festival to festival. And I had friends that I had on the circuit that were musicians, also that were vendors. And one day I'm playing at my tent, and they're next to me, and they come running over when they hear me playing, and they're saying, "What are you doing?" "Well, I'm playing music." And "Well, we didn't know you could play. Can we sit and sing and play with you?" And I'm like, heck yes. So that is when they started encouraging me to start coming out at these festivals to sing. So that's what I started doing. And actually, the first time that I stepped on a stage to sing at a festival was at Pagan Spirit Gathering 2018.
Wow.
And
Spirit
that
gathering,
is,
huh?
yeah, Pagan Spirit,
Yeah,
Spirit Gathering. I can't say enough good
that's
about
awesome.
Circle Sanctuary and those people. But anyway, yeah. So, and then from 2016 on, it was slow because I never really wrote before, deliberately wrote. I went for poetry in college, but I never deliberately wrote music. I always just kind of went, "Oh, this feels good. Oh, I like this. Well, what can I do with this?" And then it was always just messing around. But in 2016, I started, and it was like I would write one every 6 months or so. And slowly, since the pandemic started in 2020, it's gotten much more.
Oh yeah.
It has gotten kind of exponential, and I'm up to 17 songs of my own right now, and 5 of which have been written in 2021.
That's awesome.
So,
Yeah, nice. It's
so,
taking
and I'm on
that.
a roll. I'm in the middle of researching for another. I got notes on another, and I'm coming into it. I'm out there on International Pagan Radio. I'm hearing every single time I hear my music on IPR, my heart goes crazy.
It's surreal, isn't it?
It's wonderful.
Yeah. Yeah, I had that very similar experience myself the first time I heard myself come on the radio. And I was just sitting at work, and I'm like
Mhm.
doing stuff on my computer at work, and then it just comes on, and I'm like, "Oh, that's me."
I know him. I know him. I
I knew
know
that
him.
guy. But it's really awesome. And so yeah, I want to say, how long ago did you get hooked up with IPR? I want to say it's been what, about a year,
No, I think
a little more.
I think I sent them my first album, which was Tales and Tunes 2020. That's up on bandcamp.com for purchase. I sent them my first original down and dirty recorded with my phone recorder files. And William Brigley is amazing. He did his magic and put them out there for me. And every time that I've sent them better recordings and better, they switched them out. And they're just the best people in the world. And it's amazing to me how they just keep on going for all of us pagan artists.
Absolutely, absolutely. And from what I understand, you are going to be taking part in the IPR Artist Initiative as well, right?
Yes, I already have.
Yes,
Yes,
yes, you
because
have.
I so firmly believe in internationalpaganradio.com, in this ability. I have heard more artists in the last. I really started listening hard in 2021. I'm like, every day it's on, and I have heard more amazing artists that I have never heard of ever before. Just in 2021, they just keep adding more and more, and I
Yeah,
just love the wide variety of music, all the way from teaching songs for kids to the hardest, headbanging metal from Scandinavia that you could even want to think of, and everything in between. And it's just it's an educational experience for me
It
every
really
day
is.
to listen to it. And then of course when a song from one of my favorite people, one of my friends comes up, I'm just like, "Ah, I know this," and I rock along with their song, you know. And then when one of my songs comes on, I'm always like, but then I get kind of overly critical. I'm like, man, you know, I think I could have done something better in that recording. With
Oh, well, that's the
the
artist
more that I
first.
learn, you know, the more that I learn, I'm like, gosh, but I'm not going back. My friend Gina and I talked about that. Do you go back now and fix your recordings from 2 years ago, or you just keep going and keep getting better? I'm going to keep going and keep getting better.
As am I. As am I. And I
Yes,
think
you are.
everybody should.
You are.
Because it shows the learning experience. It shows the growth as an
Eh,
artist to do
right.
that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's something that I think is, you know, very paramount, especially to what we're doing as majority of us are independent artists.
Yes.
You know, it's so
Yes.
wonderful. So I understand that you have a song prepared for us here,
Oh, yes, I
and you're
do.
going to play it live.
I am.
So,
I wish it
first
was
time
live
ever
and
on Artist Spotlight, we have a live performance, everybody. Meren is going to perform her song. Well, why don't you tell us about it? Give us a little
okay.
backstory about it.
Yeah. This song is called Transitions. I personally, in my own faith, I believe in reincarnation. I believe, and not just in humans. I believe that our spirits, our entities, the magic energy that makes us inside of the minerals and water and everything else that makes up these bodies, what makes us animate, what makes us alive, is capable of being in us or plants, or it could be I could be a rock if I wanted to be, if I chose to be, but why? Why? Unless you want to experience the tectonics, you know. But so I was thinking about what it would be like to go between one life to another, how it would feel. What what would it be? Nobody knows really. There's folks that come back, but you know, well, who's to say for real? So maybe this is what's real. Horn owl calling, scaring up an evening meal, full moon shining, dancing to the raven's call. I twirl in the silvery light through the veil. Spirits find me, clothe me in gossamer and light, feed me ambrosia, hold me as we dance away into the deepest part of the night. Floating on silent wings, part of the starlight, flowing along the way and on to that next life. that next line.
That was amazing. And I can't stress enough. So, first thing that I want to say about that performance, right, is you led into that song in expert level bardic fashion. I mean, it was just. So let's
I've
get
had
down.
some
Let's break
amazing
it down,
bards to learn
everybody.
from.
This is what's gonna happen, and you just kind of led into the song, and that was beautiful. That song is honestly beautiful, and it really hits home in a lot of places lyrically. And you can see your poetry, you can see your magic coming through in your music, and that's one of the things that I think us as pagan musicians, we put a lot of our magic into our music.
Yes,
And it's like I was feeling how you wanted me to feel when you wrote that.
good.
And so, absolutely wonderful song. And so, where can everybody get their hands on that track? I
They
understand
can.
it's new.
Yes, it's brand new, but I do have a pretty decent version up on bandcamp.com. So it's merenking.bandcamp.com, merenking.bandcamp.com. All of my music is up there.
All right.
And you can also hear me on IPR. I have sent them the file over, so it should be
Absolutely.
in the rotation soon.
And I think when that gets in the rotation, everybody should go vote for it so we can get Marin up on the top 20 with this song, right?
Oh, that would be
So,
awesome.
so
Thank
you're going to
you.
be able to find the link in the description, everybody, to find Marin's music. So look down there, click the little button, and it'll open up more information about Marin and where you can find her. Um, so what's next for Meren King? What is next? What is coming on the horizon? Do you have any shows booked? Any online performances? Anything like that coming up? Or
No, because I had two shows. I had Phoenix Festival that was supposed to be happening this coming weekend. It got canceled. So what I'm doing is I'm going ahead. I was going to have a noon lunchtime. I was going to have a lunchtime concert anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and put together a concert that I probably would have performed Friday or Saturday. So I'm going to go ahead and put together an hour concert, and I'm going to live stream it from the Phoenix Festival page. I got a hold of them last week and said, "Would you mind if I did it?" And they said, "What's it cost us?" I said, "Access to your page." And they said, "Okay." So I'm going to do that because I miss people so horribly. And I know that there's some of them out there that miss me too. So I'm going to do that. And then I'm also going to do the same thing for Trees of Avalon gathering that was supposed to be the weekend of November 5th through 7th, 2021, if you heard the commercial that was on here all the time.
yeah, yeah. Oh yeah.
But it too got canceled because of at the time, almost 5,000 cases a day. We are down to 3,000 now. Yesterday was 3,000. But still, there's no way to take a chance. There's too many vulnerable people in the pagan community, in all of our communities, for us to hold any kind of a gathering in any kind of a responsible way, because of the various opinions right now about how to address this pandemic.
Well, yeah. Well, we could have a whole other
Yeah, we're not talking about that. We're
interview
talking about
conversation
music.
about that. Yeah. So I mean, I've definitely had my share of shutdowns due to the pandemic
Yeah.
myself, and I
So
can relate.
I'm
It's rough. It really
Yeah,
is.
it's been devastating on me emotionally. I have some really horrible days. But I also have really great days when I get to talk with people like you and do things
Oh,
like online concert thing.
yes.
And I got to do Fort Wayne Pagan Pride Day on online concert thing as well. So that was fabulous. So I have had some really nice highlights while I have been stuck at home. So yeah, I'm going to do the same thing for Trees of Avalon Gathering the first week of November, or probably on that Saturday, the first weekend. I'll do a live concert on their Trees of Avalon Gathering page. So that I'm looking forward to both of those. And then in January, I am going to be promoting myself for anybody and everybody that needs an artist to come. I will do house concerts. I will do outside porch concerts. I will do festivals, whatever. Just they can contact me at merenwantari@gmail.com, and we can discuss trade, compensation, stuff like that.
You will also find that link for booking Meren in the description down below. All right. So absolutely, I have to say, I'm looking forward to meeting you in person, next year.
March
So
2020, April 2020.
yes, yes, in April when I come out there, and that's going to be a really awesome time. And hopefully things will be more opened up, and if not,
Well,
then
we've
we'll be doing
determined that
another virtual show, and there it
We,
is.
we've determined at Trees of Avalon Gathering, because I am part of the folks there. I am in charge of music there. I'm the one that makes sure that the artists have what they need when they get up there, and make sure everything's set up, and yeah. Um, so I do know that everybody, the board, Tina and the whole board are bound and determined to meet, even if they have to say, we're sorry, the whole time that you're here, you have to wear a mask. Unless you are in your own personal camp, you have to wear a mask. You have to wear, I mean, we're sick and tired. This is going to be 2.5 years we have not been able to gather here in Florida.
Yeah.
For the folks who are part of the Trees of Avalon Gathering Festival and community, and also the Phoenix Fire gathering and festival. We haven't been able to gather, and that's not good for a community. It's
No, it's
just
not.
not.
But
So
the
doing the
wonders of the
virtual
internet.
concerts helps to keep everybody kind of still.
Yes, yes. I was just saying the wonders of the internet is what is literally keeping everything from just breaking apart.
Yes.
And
Yes, I'm grateful.
I'm
Zoom.
definitely thankful for the virtual concert and the virtual festival that has popped up. I'm thankful for IPR. I'm thankful for
Oh,
the
yes.
Cauldron.net and all of the radio stations and everything that these people are doing to support, which is specifically what my goals are through this artist spotlight. You know,
Yeah.
and so guys, Meren King, everybody, she is the real deal. All right. She just started. She just started writing her own music. Everybody, and listen to what she just did. Listen to what she just put out. I mean, there is a talent here, and there is an untapped potential here. All right. So I want everybody to go to Meren's YouTube. You'll find it down in the page. You'll find it down in the description, and give her a follow. Pay close attention, and when you check out that YouTube, well, you're going to find a video there, and it's actually a video that we're going to run in a
Yes,
couple of
flowers.
minutes. So,
Flowers in the moon. Yes.
absolutely. So, Meren, I want to thank you for coming on, and we could talking about music and performing live, because that
Oh,
is
you're
a
so very
first.
welcome.
That is a first on Artist Spotlight.
Well, I hope it's
And
not the last.
oh, I certainly hope it's not either. So, for all of you artists out there who are watching this, and all of you pagan music fans out there, if you want to sit down and talk with me on Artist Spotlight, you know where to find me. cloudrapswicca@gmail.com. All right? Or you can find me on the IPR website. And make sure that you check Ms. Meren out here, okay? Because there's going to be a lot of wonderful things coming from her over time. All right? So we're going to end the day here with a lyric video for Meren's song Flower of the Moon, which you can also find on her YouTube. All right. So before we get into that, Meren, is there anything you'd like to say to our audience here?
Oh. See, I thought I had prepared for everything. Hang in there, everybody. It's all going to be good soon. It's all going to be all right. Wash your hands, wear your masks, get the vaccine if you can, and keep the faith, keep the faith, keep the faith, and keep singing, keep playing, and keep listening to your favorite musicians, because we love singing and playing for you.
You know, for not being prepared, that was very well put.
Um, I I come from a circus background. We're good at that kind of stuff.
Maren, as always, it's been an absolute pleasure speaking with you.
So
And
wonderful to speak with you.
I look forward to working with you more in the future. And so, yeah, everybody, Meren King, give her a virtual round of applause, everybody. And make sure that you check her out. All the links to find her are going to be in the description there. And yeah, let's kick it off with this lyric video, guys. Until next time, I'm
See you down
Cloud.
the road, guys.
Yes, and I'm Cloud with International Pagan Radio, where it's all pagan, all the time. Bright blessings and blessed be, everybody.
Come take a walk with me through our mother's sacred garden. Gaze upon the beauty of Ipomeo, born to intertwine beneath the sun in all its glory. Yet you will find that its true love is the moon, bursting forth from a hard brown seed, soaked well by summer rains, growing quickly neath a clear sky, roots running deep, far and wide, spreading out its many heart-shaped leaves, dancing in a wandering breeze. And when the autumn falls, myriad flowers burst free. Riots of color fill our mother's sacred garden. Sunflowers and asters, dahlias and henday, roses, marigolds, and lotus blooming in the sunlight. Yet Ipomea's bright iridescence is for the moon. From out of the twilight, sweet fragrance fills the air. Pearly white trumpet flowers, turning faces to the night sky, spreading out amongst its nighttime kin, weaving in the silvery light. And when the full moon comes, Ipomea shines so very bright. Sister to gardenia, brother to night blooming jasmine, cousin to the darkness in our mother's sacred garden, friend to moth and beetle who drink deep of the sweetest nectar. And when the night is done, spent flowers carry their seeds home. Now you know of Ipomea, lustrous flower of the